YouTube, it's your girl, keeping it real with Tra-Luv. Hey guys, so today guys is gonna be my very first commentary video. So I saw this video yesterday and I kind of wanted to jump in and do the commentary to this video, but I said I was gonna wait a minute just to see, how many people was praising this video, to see where any of this person's true subscribers gonna, go over and educate them on some of the things that they said. But I did end up seeing a few people praising this video. So I decided I'll just be the one to go ahead and educate this person on a few things that they seem to be ill-informed about. So we're going to go ahead and get the commentary started. And guys, this commentary is going to be to the Sin City video. It's the fake anniversary and all the lies for me. That's the video I'm getting ready to do the commentary on.
Anniversary. Real anniversary. We've been married a year, June 13th, y'all. So anyway, let's get into this fake anniversary shit that I seen going on. Yes, I did. Oh, an anniversary is for when you married and you've been together each year.
Okay, so I have to go ahead and stop this right there because that is the very first thing that she is ill-informed on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and read what the dictionary's meaning of anniversary is, okay? So give me 1 second, guys. So, anniversary. An anniversary is the date on which an event took place or an institution was founded in a previous year, and may also refer to the commemoration or celebration of that event. The word was first used for Catholic feasts to commemorate saints. So nowhere in this did anniversary specifically state that it was for marriage. So that's where you are wrong first, Cindy. Anniversaries are for any event that people decide they want to do an anniversary for. That's why you have some people get anniversaries at their job after they've been there 5 years, 2 years, sometimes even 1 year. So anniversaries can be for any event that people choose to have an anniversary for. So that is the first thing that you are wrong about, okay? So 1 moment here. And guys, I don't have that premium and whatever that stuff is, so you will hear some commercials in this video, okay? But we'll get through it. So back to the video.
It's not a happy anniversary.
Oh.
It's just you've been together however many years you've been together.
Now, Cindy, how would you know whether or not their anniversary was happy or not? We didn't see anything. How would you know that their anniversary was not a happy anniversary? But what we do know is from the looks of you on this video, it doesn't seem like yours was such a happy anniversary. It's like the very next day, that was the first thing on your mind to make this video. It's like you didn't wake up in La La Land after your anniversary. But this is, I am asking a woman that didn't even have a honeymoon with her husband that question. But you have no clue whether or not that woman and her significant other one had a happy anniversary because you was not there. That's just something you're making up and you're speaking out of your mouth. But because you decide to think that and conjure that up doesn't make that true. You would have no way of absolutely knowing whether or not that lady and her significant other had a happy anniversary, okay? But when she came back, she looked really, well, I can't say look, she sounded very happy. You know, even through doing the commentary, she sounded extremely happy. You, on the other hand, don't. So, again, you don't know.
You only get praise for anniversaries when you're married. Not just
well,
for
we've
shacking
already
up, living
cleared that
together,
lie up.
laying up, and a motherfucker promising you to marry you.
Now, Cindy, we're going to talk about this shacking up and laying up and, you know, niggas promising to marry you. Now, see, that's another thing you don't know about him and her. You don't know how long he's been promising to marry. You don't know anything about that. However, we do know certain things about you that lets us know that shacking up and laying up seem to be part of your everyday or all the time protocol. We can actually see that. It's like flat backing for you was the norm. And I don't know, did any of your baby daddies promise to marry you? If so, none of them married you either. So now because you like found a man on Facebook and like forced him to marry you, you think you have the rights to speak on marriage?
So I think this been going on for the last 5 months. Going to get your dress, preparing for your wedding. Where all that? What, is that through out the window?
Okay, so no, Cindy. Now this is another thing you need to be educated on. But before I educate you on those things, I'm gonna tell you what that statement that you just said shows. So what you just said shows that you have never been around a woman that has had a traditional wedding, or a man for that matter that has had a traditional wedding. You have never been part of a traditional wedding. Nobody in your vicinity has had some kind of traditional wedding that you were involved in. And I know these because had you been involved or know anybody that had done or had a traditional wedding, then you would know people plan for weddings 2 years in advance, Cindy. Because that's a very important day. That's their first and only time in their mind that they're going to get married. People have to find a very special place to get married. That takes a minute to find the perfect place. Not only that, they have to find the perfect place to have their reception that's going to fit all their friends and their family. And then on top of that, they have to find the beautiful place that they're going to have their honeymoon. That takes a lot of decision making as well. And then Cindy, do you know the most important part of the wedding is the wedding dress? It takes the bride 6-7 months, maybe a year, to find the perfect wedding dress. But you wouldn't know those things because you've never been around that. So because you had a microwave wedding, now you think somebody else not getting married because they ain't had the popcorn marriage. Okay.
You heard nothing about that no more. When are you gonna get married? Don't just get no happy anniversary from people. The fake shit. Okay? What is really going on with you? Everything about you is fake, honey. From your lies to your thighs, you a liar.
Now, Cindy, you definitely had to, most of this stuff you're saying, you had to be looking in the mirror. Because you are a big ass liar as well, Cindy. And from the looks of it, you have some big ass thighs. So I guess we can also say you are, what you just say? Let me see. Let me rewind
You
that.
just want attention. Everything about you is fake, honey.
Let me see.
From your lies to your thighs.
Yeah. So the same thing. Everything about you is the same. From your lies to your thighs. Okay? You got big thighs too. Move, Blinky. Move, mommy. You got big thighs too, Cindy. And you are a big liar as well. Okay? So you are looking in the mirror on a lot of these things you're saying.
You just want
I'm going to go ahead right now and call out a few of the lies that... Blinky, move. You messing up my video, girl. Call out a few of the lies, Cindy, through the time of you being on YouTube. The first lie was you said Walt abused your grandson. Did he or did he not abuse your grandson? Because if he did, and you was just so desperate that you married him, pitiful you. Then you got on there talking about you and your baby daddy was back together and videos was coming, and you know, that never happened. You was also getting ready to buy a house. You was going to move out of town. It was time for you to gain your freedom. You know, you got to let everybody else go. That never happened. You was also going to go live every day because you was loving it. You promised your subscribers that you were going to go live every day. You went live for a few days until Walt came back and you never went live again. You was going to do your t-shirt business. You was making your hair grease. You and your friend was out looking for this, looking for that. You was also going to have your giveaways for your subscribers. I did see a giveaway to a content creator, but I never saw one to the subscribers. You know, I think it was a camera you promised that you was going to give away to one of the subscribers. Those Yeezy sandals, the $60 you was gonna start cash apping your subscribers. You never did any of that, Cindy. So we can also say you are a liar as well. Okay? So it's like the things you are saying, again, you are looking in a mirror. So hold on, let's continue.
You are an attention seeker. And this is the person that y'all are praising of fake everything. Everything about her is fake. Down to her purse, to her shoes.
Now, Cindy, you are the attention seeker, sweetie. You are that attention seeker. That's why you come on YouTube showing off your material things, because you think those things make you somebody. You feel like shit without material things, Cindy. You think by having something that's considered expensive that you are the shit or something. Those material things are nothing, but you always come on Facebook, on YouTube, flouncing and talking about all these material things and how you can buy this and you can buy that, you know, and you have all of these things supposedly, Cindy, yet you look so miserable, depressed, and sad. So I'm not sure that those material things are working the way you thought they were gonna work. Okay?
In her hair. Her hair so thin you can see through her brain. You can see what she's thinking.
Well, Cindy, your hair thin too, honey.
I said it.
And from the things you say, I don't think you have a brain.
This is the shit y'all praise. These Family Dollar store ass
So right
shoes,
now she's showing a purse supposedly
right?
of truth and some shoes.
Get a life. Hair so thin you can see what the bitch thinking about. But you always got your mouth on somebody. Girl.
So again, Cindy, your hair is thin as well, okay? And now let me ask you something, Cindy. So you talk about truths, $5 purse and $5 shoes or whatever, right? So let me ask you this. Are your expensive purses and shoes, is that what you're going to leave to your kids in your will, Cindy? Is that going to be the generational wealth that you leave to your kids, Cindy? Let me ask you, are those expensive shoes and purses, are they going to somehow build equity, you know, and your kids can go pull it off if for whatever reason they're in dire need of money? Is that what's going to take place? Are either one of those purses or shoes that you're bragging on, Cindy? Are either one of those a collector's item that you're going to pass on to your kids and they can sell it and make good money off of that? So I'm trying to find out exactly what does these expensive things do for people. Like if I carried a expensive purse and wore expensive shoes today, and then tomorrow I wore $5 shoes and a $5 purse, how would I be different? How would that make me feel different? Does the expensive shoes, does that elevate me to a certain level? And do I actually see that change in my life, whatever level it supposedly elevates me to? So Cindy, let me show you something. You see, and that's why it said in the last video, I did that stuff in my 20s. And that's why I know now those things mean nothing. And on top of that, Cindy, I got my bachelor's degree at 35 years old, okay? And you know what I got my bachelor's degree in? Fashion designing and marketing. And you know one thing I learned from my 4 years of college? That all of this shit is made in the same manufacturers, by the same sweatshops, by the same people, by the same materials. You're only paying for the name. You're only paying for the name. So you walking around with people with all the same materials and the same everything. You're only paying for a name of something because you want something expensive. So do you think they're foolish for not falling for the okie doke? Or do you think it's you that's foolish for falling for the okie doke? So Cindy, let me show you something. Since you use some visuals from your phone, I'm gonna use a couple of visuals from my phone to show you something. So I'm finna show you a picture when I was 24, okay? I was 24 years old, Cindy. Everything I got on right here is close to $2,000 worth of clothes, Cindy. 1,600 and something to be exact, okay? So let me show you. Versace down. Let's see. Can you see it? Can you see it? I was 24 years old, Cindy, okay? Let me show you something else. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this one. Now, this one about 600 and something worth of clothes. You see, I did all of that in my 20s. I was probably 25 right there. Charles David sandals, Tannery West leather, Coach bag. You see, all of that, Cindy, I did that in my 20s. And let me show you something else. That's why I say these things to you, Cindy. You see, I also have a collector's item. Let me just brag about that for a minute as well. Do you see that? You see? That's my baby, Cindy, a 2004 Chrysler Crossfire. That's the first car and only car that Chrysler and Mercedes made together. I have the first year. Okay? You see? So, all these things, Cindy, I want you to see. I did these things in my 20s. Okay, so those things doesn't fascinate me now in my 50s. And it's shameful that those things fascinate you right now in your 50s. Let me show you something else. This was an accomplishment. I walked that stage and got my bachelor's at 35. You see? An accomplishment, sweetie. Let's see. Can't hardly see it, but yes, that was an accomplishment. Have your husband come on here and say accomplishments, Cindy. That's just something I'll never forget either. Okay? And so let me ask you this. So now I've shown you those things from my 20s, right? So now, just so you can see, nobody have things to be jealous of you, Cindy. So let me ask you something. If I carried this right here, right? And wore these right here. Let me just show you. And I wore these right here. Okay? How would that make me, and hold on. And let's say I wore these right here, okay? And carried this right here, okay? How would that make me different than carrying a $5 bag and wearing $5 shoes? So just so you know, Cindy, everybody doesn't have a reason to be jealous of you, because see, I can get the same things you have, okay? So I just want you to know only you are fascinated by those material things, Cindy. So let me finish the video. So one moment.
So, get you some thickening in your hair and go get you some shoes. You've been together with this man 11 years and you ain't upgraded shit from the shoes and the purse.
Well, Cindy, it seemed like it took you 50 years, or let's say 30 years, to finally upgrade. Because from the old pictures that you've posted on your community wall as well, I didn't see anything there that cost a lot of money. I didn't see anything on any of those old pictures that cost a lot of money or expensive looks or anything. So evidently it took you to finally get to Walt to upgrade too. So that's what I'm saying. The audacity of you act like this is something you've been doing since you've been doing. But if it has, you haven't shown any of those pictures, Cindy. So now you finally get a chance. You was able to trick somebody off the internet. And now you want to talk about upgrading when it took you all this time into your 50s to begin to be upgraded. Please, Cindy.
You worth. That's all you worth is a $5 pair of shoes and a $3 purse. You done?
Well, Cindy, I can tell as well as I think others that your feelings for yourself and your worth is absolutely zero. Because if you felt that you were worth anything, it wouldn't take expensive things to make you feel like somebody. You would be the same person in $5 shoes and a $5 purse as you would a $500 purse and $500 shoes. So the things that you put as importance shows what you think of yourself. And you don't even know that you're doing that. You see, that's the sad part about it. You get on these things thinking you busting somebody out, but you not. You just talking out of your head. You just talking out of your head.
Not in a bucket ass roach. You're a roach. You are a roach that walks around. No, you're a cockroach that walks around in folks' house where there's water spills at or water leaks, and you just seep and lick and lick.
So guys, I told you were going to hear commercials. I don't have that premium stuff, and right now don't plan on getting it.
Because you're nothing more than a cockroach. A down in a bucket, water.
Now, you see, you're calling her all of these names. And then when she come back and call you all these kind of names, you're going to play the victim. You're going to do what you normally do. You're going to throw rocks, and then you're going to run and hide your hands. You see, that's what you've been doing for the longest. But with me, I just will not allow it, because I know what I have seen from the beginning up until now. And that's another thing. You say we're praising her. No, we don't praise her. We support her. We support her. And I support her because, again, I've been here from the beginning to now. And I know what the truth is. So that's why I support her. Because you have a group of other content creators jumping on your bandwagon doesn't make the truth less true. It doesn't change the truth. Okay? And it seems, have you ever thought about the fact that the only time these people always come and join forces with you is when they're going against somebody who's going against you? It's like you have to team up. Just because your enemies are teaming up with you against now their enemy, it doesn't make the truth any less true. You see, just like the old African proverb, the truth is a bitter pill, my dear. Most would rather die than to swallow the pill. And that's absolutely true. So no, just because you got a bandwagon of folks doesn't make you look better. It doesn't change the truth. because it's millions of people on this YouTube, and a lot of people are, all of us are on the outside looking in. But some of us are really paying attention to what is going on here, so we know the truth.
As cockroach. That's what you are. You're fake. You're a liar.
Biggest
You're
liar
attention
ever,
seeker.
Cindy. And biggest attention seeker ever.
You're a wannabe.
Biggest wannabe
You're
ever.
a hater.
Hater,
You're
you
jealous.
are.
You're
Jealous,
mad.
you are. And
You're
you seem to be mad and miserable
You're
as well,
evil.
Cindy. And you are evil. That's why I say everything you're saying about her, Cindy, somebody else can say it about you. You see, you pretend to be this happy person, but again, your body language, your facial expression, and your eyes don't lie. And from all of that, Cindy, you are not a happy person. You are a wannabe. You want to be this rich ass person that you're not. You can definitely work your way there, but you are not that right now. You want to be so important. You want to be this rich diva, but you're not that, Cindy. You are a wannabe. You're fake too. You're fake too. And your subscribers figured that out. That's why you quit getting so many views. You was fake. You told them so many lies of all these things you were gonna do. You was fake. You was fake from the beginning. That's how you was able to jump on Facebook and just jump over into this dude's messenger, you know, because he was the brother of a lady that had become a millionaire on YouTube. You see, and you got the nerve to talk about marriage. Cindy, you don't know nothing about marriage. You damn near forced this man to marry you. You damn near forced this man to marry you.
But instead, you got these people praising you.
No, we support her.
And you wear fat shoes.
It doesn't matter.
Get a life. You ain't even got a ring.
It doesn't matter. Let me ask you this. How much do you have in your savings, Cindy? How much do you have in your savings? Does those $5 shoes change her character? No. And you said you a God-fearing woman and God this and God that and you blessed and this. So if you really knew the Bible and God, Cindy, then you know in there it states that it's going to be harder for a rich man to get to heaven than it is a camel to squeeze through the hole of a needle. And you know how small a hole of a needle is? But you sit in there praising all these material things that does nothing for you. And Cindy, let me tell you something else. If you had all of this money and you want to be this diva that can look down on people and this, let me tell you, Cindy, you wouldn't just have expensive shoes and pocketbook. Women with real money, they're going to be dressed head to toe. They're going to have expensiveness on head to toe. They ain't going to have on no Coach bag, no damn Yeezy shoes, and then a flamingo jogging suit. They ain't going to do that, Cindy. They not going to do that. They ain't going to have on no Steve Madden, oh, they might, because that's nothing. So let's just say they ain't gonna have on no Louis Vuitton bag with no black leggings and a jersey, Cindy. Women that get real money, they're gonna be dressed head to toe like real money. Okay? You fake, Cindy. You a wannabe.
Ring on your finger. together 11 years. If that.
Longer than you and your husband has been together. You and your husband don't even know each other. That's why y'all look so miserable around each other. You see those pictures that True posted of her and her significant other? They look so happy in those pictures. They look so happy. I have not seen one picture from you and your husband that you guys look that happy. Not even in your wedding picture. And, you know, that's the thing, Cindy. You need to quit acting like this is something that you've been doing all your life. Somebody finally decided to settle down with you, and it had to be somebody you found off of the internet. It couldn't be somebody that was in your big ass city that knew you. So what are you bragging for? You 51 when you got married, Cindy. She still got a few more years on you to do that.
Y'all are down in the bucket.
No, it's you that's down in the bucket. It's you that's down in the bucket.
All the talking you doing, over there praising and letting people believe in you. You're a roach. You are a real cockroach. You're a bug. A water bug. Cockroach, water bug, all of the same. That's what you are. You represent that real good.
And what do you represent, Cindy? What do you represent, Cindy? Do you really think everything about you is good, Cindy? What do you have to show a woman, or what can you teach a woman, Cindy? Exactly what can you teach a woman about marriage, Cindy? Or anything for that matter? Their women's wedding day is their fantasy, they dream day. They don't dream of no damn microwave wedding, Cindy. Only you stoop that low to dream of that, and so impatient. So that shows what you think you are worth. You had some backyard whatever type reception, Cindy. You didn't even look happy at that. The decorations and all that stuff, Cindy, you can tell you went 2 days before that reception and bought all of that stuff. That it was pitiful. You didn't even put time into your wedding. You didn't even put time into your wedding. Girl, even I remember the day before your wedding night at 4 o'clock in the morning, you was on YouTube in Walt's comment section going back and forth with people. The night before your wedding at 4 a.m. in the morning. I remember that because nobody does that when they're happy. Nobody does that when they're happy. You have done so many things that have shown you as the fool that you are, Cindy. But you sitting there allowing these people to make you look stupid. But you think you coming on here making somebody else look stupid. What you doing is just spurting all this bull out of your head. You're not stating any actual, factual, anything. So that doesn't make you the righteous one. You are spurting bullshit up out your mouth.
You're a hater, girl. Get your life together. Get your life together.
I think it's you that need to get your life together too, Cindy.
It's all the lies for me.
And then it's the same, Cindy. You are a liar too, girl.
That's all you do is lie.
Name some lies, she said, Cindy. Name them. Name some lies, Cindy. See, that's what I'm saying. Anybody can say any damn thing out of their mouth. But when you say those things, follow them up with proof. with facts, with receipts. That way people might start to believe you. But if anybody really want to know the truth on all of this, that's all they got to do is go back and go through everybody's videos, match up the dates and all of that, and they'll be able to see the actual truth. But most people don't want the truth. They like the drama. So they're not going to go look for the truth. They'll prefer to sit here and listen to all this twisted shit.
You are a liar. Where your ring, honey? You said you had an anniversary yesterday. Where? Prove it. Prove it. 11 years don't prove nothing.
It does.
It man laying up with your big old rusty self.
And Cindy, you know what? You laid up with a man 11 years and more. You've been after one for 20 years, and that's all he did was laid up with your big old rusty self. He didn't marry you. Even just up to last year, you said you was back with him then, still unmarried, still flat backing. So that's what I'm saying. You sitting here bragging because you was able to trick a dude off of the internet, Cindy. And then the type of dude that you tricked, I would not be sitting there bragging about that. Not at all. I would not be sitting there bragging about that girl.
For free.
And it seems like all yours was for free too. The only thing it seemed like you got out of laying up, shacking, and people sleeping with you for free was kids. Because you didn't have nothing else. I know you always talk about, oh, you was getting money back then. You bought this, you bought that, you had this, you had that. Now one of all those different guys you had the kids by, then set you up in a house paid for or something like that, Cindy. It's like all these things you had, but you don't have anymore. What happened? What happened? Now, how can you ask somebody how the hell somebody can buy the cow when they can get the milk for free? When these men been getting your damn milk for free all these damn years. So have you answered the question yet as to why they didn't buy the milk? Because they was getting that shit for free. So how the hell now again is you gonna say that? Again, you tricked a man off the internet to buy your milk. But you had all these men before that man, and now one of them didn't buy your milk. You know why? Because they was getting it for free and raw.
Big dusty, big dirty, cockroach, water bug.
And how do you know? See, that's another thing. You guys just spurt all this bullshit out your head. How do you know she's nasty? How do you know she's dirty? You only know about yourself, Cindy. You only know whether you are dirty and nasty. You not over there with her. So that's what I'm saying. Come spit some facts. Spit some real shit. And not just this made up ass bullshit kitty shit. Oh, you stank, you this. How the fuck would you know that when you're not around her? How would you know if she's dirty and funky? No, what you know is you are dirty, sweaty, and funky. Only you know about your own body odor. Girl, you is crazy.
You're nothing more, nothing less than a cockroach, honey.
And you're nothing more, nothing less than that cockroach either. And none of us blame the men that didn't marry you either, Cindy. Look how many chances you had to get married. She's been with one man 11 years. That wasn't possible for you. With the number of kids that you had, that was not possible for you to be with one man for 11 years. She's been with one man for 11 years, Cindy. What were the reason that none of those baby daddies decided to marry you? Girl, you got the nerve, the audacity. When you done been through so many damn men, sin. Now you want to ask somebody or tell somebody you see why they didn't marry. Do you see why none of the men didn't marry you? Do you see that?
You're miserable. You are one miserable, sad chick.
I think it's you that's miserable, Cindy. I think you went out on that internet thinking you was finna snatch this man up because his sister was a millionaire. You thought the dough was finna be rolling in. You thought you was finna be doing it up. You thought you was finna be this big YouTube celebrity that everybody was gonna be kissing up to. And none of those things happened. You see, that's all you realized was you ended up with something that you really don't want, sweetheart. No matter how much you pretend, you really do not want what you ended up with. And you are the one miserable because you got played in the end. You got played in the end. You tried playing somebody and you got played. Well, we can tell your husband miserable. We see it from his videos every day. So again, see, you can't see her significant other, but we see yours every day. And you know what? It's sad. A lot of people feel sorry for him because he looks so freaking miserable. This dude just looked miserable. Like it's no life left in this dude. You would think this dude has been married 25 years to the same woman. It's no life in this dude. But you can't see her significant other. So that's something else you just spitting out your head.
Let me show you a picture of you. With thin hair like that, I'd be miserable too.
Well, Cindy, have you seen some of the pictures of you? Have you seen some of the pictures of you, Cindy? You've come on here with raccoon eyes. Even now your neck, if you look, you can barely see your neck because this is getting so big, Cindy. It's a lot of things about you, Cindy. You have a lot of roles. It's all kind of things about you that people can say, Cindy. But you sitting on here talking about if you look like that. I happen to think from the pictures I've seen of her that she's a beautiful, dark-skinned woman. Beautiful.
With thin hair like that, I'd be miserable too.
You got some thin hair too, Sin. Again.
Huh?
Again.
You think I wouldn't? Girl, you say.
You are too.
Your hands look like you're 57 years old.
Well, your neck looks like you're 60, Cindy. Your neck looks like you're 60. Your eyes look like you're 62.
An old, miserable one.
And you're starting to look like you're 60 from all the unhappiness and misery.
So you gotta be miserable. You can't get up and go when you get ready. You gotta wait on somebody. That's got to be the most miserable thing.
And see, that's another thing. You just spurting bullshit up out of your head. How do you know she have to wait on somebody to take her everywhere? How do you know that? How do you know that she can't get up and go nowhere until somebody come and get her? You see, again, Cindy, you're not in her household, so you don't know that. You're going by hearsay, or either you're just spurting bullshit out your head. But what we do know, Cindy, is your husband sits there every day and can't go nowhere without you coming to get him or taking him. So it's like everything that's going on in your life, it's like you really want to tell us about it. But you're sitting here trying to use somebody else to get your story out. Because yeah, we know your husband sits there in the house all day waiting for you, or however he gets around, if he gets around. But you're not in her household, so you don't know that. You're just spitting bullshit out your head again.
I hate waiting on people. I like to jump in my cars and ride when I get ready.
Oh, we know you like to jump in your cars and ride when you get ready and leave your husband sitting there waiting for you to get back. Oh, we know that. Now, that's one thing you are definitely being truthful about. We know that.
How you feel? You damn near handicapped. You gotta wait on people to do stuff for you. Huh? How do you feel? Cockroach? Girl, your hair so thin I can read your mind. I know what you think.
Girl, you need to get a brain and start thinking.
But you had the audacity to get on here and talk about something.
Yes, the same way you've had that same audacity. The same way you've had that audacity and think you can when you cannot. That's what I'm saying. You think you something in somebody, but you expect somebody else not to think they are. You can't get on here talking about nobody either, girl. You have a whole fucked up situation over there and you continue to lie to yourself. A whole fucked up situation, girlfriend.
Get your money up. Go get you a nice pair of shoes.
Get your money up, Cindy. Get your money up. That's why you came and made this video. Because your money ain't moneying like you pretend it is. So that's why you came to make this video, because you knew what type of views you would get by speaking about her. You see, any other time you've been playing the angel all in the background, oh, hollering God this and God that. No, you need that money, sweetie. That's why you came back and did that. You see, that's the only time you get subscribers or people to view your video is when you make this. So that was your purpose. You got to get your money up too, sweetie. That's what it is.
Shoes and one nice purse. That'll make you feel so much better. Positivity.
No, positivity is spending money on something expensive, huh? You are a dummy, Cindy. You are a dummy. So positivity means spending plenty of money on something. You see, that shit only makes you happy as a woman. Seeing a woman is happy knowing her family is secure. Okay, knowing if she leave this earth, she leaving her kids secure. Those type of shit is what makes you happy. And you're an idiot. Positivity equals spending expensive money on bullshit that can't do nothing for you.
Negativity brings negativity. You are a negative person.
And that's why you get in negativity, because you started with the negativity. Because now you want to run and hide don't mean that the negativity is not going to find you. You put that out in the universe, honey. So when you put it out in the universe, it will follow you at any time. You definitely don't tell the universe what to do. So you don't tell the universe when whatever comes back to you, but you put it out there, sweetheart. So now eat it.
You are a very negative person. But if you go and buy something nice for yourself, buy you a nice purse, buy you a nice pair of shoes, because that right there ain't cutting it, sis. You look horrible. And it shows.
Yeah, you look horrible too, Cindy. You look horrible too, and it shows.
When I go and buy me something nice, I feel nice.
That's because you only think you're worth something when somebody spend money on you. That's the only time you feel like you are worth something. That's why you feel nice. It ain't because you know you are worth something. Material things and money make you feel worthy, sweetheart. That's why in the next few days you go back miserable as hell. It's rich people and people got so much money that are unhappy.
That's what you need to do. People always worried about what I do. That's what makes me happy. Make yourself happy. That's what you need to do.
You right, you make yourself happy because your husband damn sure don't do it. Yeah, your husband damn sure don't do it.
They're not praising you. They're not cheering for you.
No, we are cheering for her. I'm cheering for her. We don't feel sorry for her. Why would we feel sorry for her? She is handling herself very well to the people that can see through the bullshit. The people that knows the truth, we can see through the bullshit. So no, we are rooting for her. Quit telling those lies. You know your people not really rooting for you. They laughing at you. Because if they care anything about you, they would have came on here and tried to tell your ass to erase some of that bullshit you said. You on here acting like you know what you talking about. Lady, you had a whole damn popcorn marriage. You still don't even know the man you married. And you on here trying to talk about somebody's union or getting married.
Sorry for you.
So you should feel sorry for yourself.
I feel sorry for you because you're pathetic.
No, that's you pathetic. That's you pathetic. Had to wait 51 years and pull a man off the internet. Now you want to brag like you something.
You said been talking about a walk, but look at your man. Look what you've been laying up with.
Oh my God, girl. I know you didn't just say that. Let me tell you something, Cindy. Yes, her man looked better than Walt to me and to everybody. Even to you. Even you don't like the looks of Walt. Girl, you sitting over there. That's another thing. You on here bragging about all these material things. You and your husband sitting over there with a raggedy ass mouth. Walt can barely even chew on damn food. Girl, have you ever looked at Walt? I don't think you can look at him long enough. I don't even think you attracted to him long enough. So yes, let me tell you something. In truth, no disrespect to you. Truth man looked like a man. Okay? Very sexy and handsome. Okay? What you sitting over there with, girl, please, that look like doofus. And you got the nerve to fix your mouth to sit there and say that.
Huh? You think he look better than Walt?
Hell yeah, he looked better than Walt. Hell yeah, he looked better than Walt. And he looks like he's more educated than Walt. Tell Walt, let's do a challenge, Cindy. Tell you and Walt to get on here and let's pronounce words like accomplishment or subscribers. Girl, you sitting over there, girl. That's why I say you talking all that fucking smoke out of your head. Cindy, have you ever seen when Walt take his hat off, that damn light bulb head? Girl, truth man is crushing Walt any day. Girl, you sick for saying that, for real. Everybody laughing at you on that one for sure, Cindy.
Y'all look horrible. Y'all are too...
No, y'all look horrible. Y'all look horrible. Y'all look miserable, unhappy, and sad. It's y'all that look horrible. You crazy. They look good together. They look real good together. You right, Misery Love Company, and you and Walt sitting over there looking like two miserable ass people.
Living with a roach? He can step on you at any given time.
Hey, have you stepped on Walt yet?
That's what he needs.
Have you stepped on Walt yet? Girl, you better put them damn expensive purses and those expensive shoes down and go get you and your man teeth fixed, okay? Because his mouth be hurting real bad when he be trying to eat that food, Cindy. And that's probably the reason why he can't pronounce the words like accomplishment. And that's probably why you have a hard time pronouncing words like subscriber. So instead of you bragging on all this money you spending on these expensive things, go get your mouth fixed.
To the next one. But you want to sit up and talk about the next person?
Yes,
Girl,
just like you. Well, people done heard a lot about you too, Cindy. People has heard a lot of things about you too. Now what? Now what? Yes, that's the same thing we be thinking.
You really do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say. But anyway, y'all.
Yeah, you right. It is sad.
Because this duck, mud duck, wanna keep talking.
Cindy, and just sitting up there making that video, girl, you look like you ready to pop. It looks like you are ready to pop, Cindy. It looks like if you walk too close to some heat, you gonna burst. Or if somebody stick a pin in you, you gonna pop. Cindy, you need to take a look at yourself and quit always thinking you are so beautiful. Girl, all the things you sat there and said about her can be said about you.
Oh, is she talking? I'm gonna keep talking.
We know that because you need that money now. Yeah, we know that because you need that money. You need that money, but you gonna do about 2 videos. You gonna run and hide and disappear for a minute to make people think you ain't did nothing. And then you gonna start talking all this God stuff and this, and then you gonna pop back out with another video. Then you gonna run again and hide again and make people think you're this innocent person and you ain't did nothing, girl. Your routine is the same. It's the same. You are so see-through.
Stay tuned.
You know, Cindy, for real, when I look at your face and stuff, and this has been for real, this is what I'm trying to tell you. So when you look at others and you see certain things, you got to understand that people are looking at you and they see certain things. So when I look at your face, Cindy, you remind me of this hard, drunk lady that just gets drunk and raise hell left to right. Like I said, you remind me a lot of the lady that used to stand on the corner drinking 40s with the homeboys. I'm serious. I rarely see you look classy, Cindy. Everything you wear be hard, boyish, whatever. I haven't seen anything classy about you. And just because you spend a lot of money on something, that doesn't make you classy, sweetie. Money can't buy class. Okay? I know you heard that, right? Money can't buy class. So because you spend that expensive money on those things, that doesn't make you classy. And it's nothing about you that is classy. And honey, it's sad that your supposedly true subscribers and your content creator friends won't tell you the truth about what's actually about the things you're saying on here. You need to go educate yourself on a lot of things, Cindy. And once you do that, then you can come back and talk about somebody. But until then, you know, especially as a woman, you're about to be 52 or 53. And it's sad that the main things you're bragging on is expensive purses and shoes. It's sad. It's so sad, Cindy. But anyway, guys, oh yeah. So before I saw this video yesterday, I was already planning what my video was gonna be. And it's funny because the what I was going to do my video on before I saw this video, it actually coincides with this right here, but I'm not going to add it to this video because this video is already long. However, I will try to do that video tomorrow. But I want to thank you guys for taking the time to view my channel. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, YouTube. Bye.